Why are you giving that item so much of your attention, Ovia? It's such a simple thing, and yet you're already fascinated by it. The details of what? Me? I assumed that you were looking at the hero. How dare you give more attention to the miniature version of me, the Demon Queen, when the real thing is right beside you? If you weren't able to hear me clearly, I have no obligation to say such words again. We're already wasting time as is with this. Huh. Jealous of what? A mere powerless version of myself? You must be gesturing me. Do you? If you so much as want a copy of me, I can easily create a duplicate of myself with little to no effort. You don't want to. But that's... It just so happens the hero gave me some spare currency in case I were to catch interest in anything. I shall do the honors of purchasing it for you. It is simply in my interest to do so. Please await for me while I finish my transaction. Your strength won't be able to stop me, Ovia. Please, allow me to do this for you. Well then. I have returned. Ovia? Where is... I clearly told her to. Ovia, must I use my magic to track her? But if I use my magic, there is a possibility that my identity will get exposed. Ovia. Ovia. Do you realize what would have happened to you if you were not under my protection? Why did you not notify me beforehand as to what location you were going to be? You are fully aware your skill set is not suitable for combat, and you should have waited for my return before you went ahead. You would have been seen by a strong opponent. How could you be so careless despite being present in most of the hero's missions? You assumed that you might have been in danger. I apologize. I should not have reacted. I should not have reacted in such a way. Yes, I simply recalled something unpleasant. I truly apologize, Ovia. It was not in my intention to belittle your abilities. Perhaps I was concerned for your well-being, but I reacted quite impulsively. I have not been myself these days. Yes. What is this? A miniature replica of yourself. You were doing such a chore for me. I should have not reacted in such a way, even when you... You have my gratitude, Ovia. I shall accept your gift. Thank you. Here is yours. Of course. Oh. Yes, what is it? Holidays? Oh, I see. What are you implying? Am I not accompanying you to your hometown? Did we not agree to such conditions? As long as you will be able to offer me cookies in exchange for my services, I don't see how me accompanying you to your hometown poses a problem to our previous agreement. Perhaps I have developed a certain fondness for the pastries you've given me, and your company is not something I dislike either. On the contrary, I've gotten used to having you beside me. However, if you are uncomfortable with my presence, please do tell me. You're not. Of course. You are graced by the presence of the Demon Queen. How could you be uncomfortable when you're safeguarded by the one and only? What is it? It seems that you're hesitating to tell me something. Yes. You don't need to force yourself to tell me such information, Ovia. If you're not comfortable with it. Very well. I'll be waiting whenever the time comes. It's getting quite late. Shall we head back? The hero may be having another sleepover at that Emmy's workshop yet again. She seems to be quite fond of her. Have they perhaps crossed such line, I wonder? Oh, that is, I'm referring to Oh. Are you not comfortable with such topics? There's no need to be flustered. It's quite normal, after all. Oh. For you to drag the Demon Queen around like this. I don't dislike it. Go on. Use me as you see fit. Go on. I give you all the power to drag me back. Nothing of the sort. I'm simply testing how far you'll go with this. Oh, it seems your heartbeat is reaching quite the levels there, Ovia. Have you forgotten how inexplicably inept you are at vigorous physical activity? We're near our destination. I shall carry you back instead. There is no need for concern. You're quite light, Ovia. Let them stare. I cannot spare a single care for their opinions. I'd rather you rest properly, rather than staying here much longer. Shall we go? Spare me your pretentious act, Ovia. Your heart rate is still at a high level. We'll reach the house soon. We've reached our destination. Shall I put you down? Watch your step. No need to thank me. I was simply doing my job.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this where the hero lives? Are you the said healer? Oh, you really are soft-spoken. Oh, please give this to her. It's a thank you for saving our village last time. And you are... I haven't seen you before. I see. Nice to meet you. Does my appearance bother you, perhaps? It seems that people these days aren't fond of elves.
That is...
Thank you, Miss Healer. I should get going now. Nice meeting you both.
I'm not fond of... No. This does not have anything to do with me carrying you back. It's simply... seeing a race like that. Again after so long. Yes. I've gotten quite an unpleasant memory regarding one of those races. It still haunts me to this day. No, I do not. I don't dislike them. If anything, I perhaps fear them in a way. Shall I tell you a story, Ovia? However, let us continue this once we get inside. My thanks again for giving me such a treat, Ovia. It's quite all right. I trust you. Please don't misunderstand. The fear I have for such species stems in the depths of my past. The root of how that fear turned into anger, and then back to fear yet again. You are aware of my father's passing, correct? I have mentioned it was the reason for my hatred towards humans. Or so I thought. It seems that the identity of such was only disguised as human. I've only received information about it recently, that the person that was responsible for my father's death was in fact not human. He was an elf, disguised as a human. She was a trusted maid, an individual that took care of both me and my father. I perceived her as my second mother. In a sense, I looked up to her. I trusted her as if she was my family. She treated me with such care, despite knowing fully well we were demonic creatures. She did not mind. Up until she killed my father. Right in front of me. No, I could not. I lost consciousness right after my father's death. I was not able to avenge him. That's when Yes. All that pent-up anger. And I thought to myself, why not just the whole world? I had the power to. But of course, it was until I was defeated by your so-called hero. Yet. My heart still aches from the past, however. And my hatred for humans may have toned down. For elves, I'm still indifferent. Rather, I don't know how to feel. But when I caught of such distinct features of theirs, I felt it all rushing back to me. As of right now, elves are quite an entity, as how I perceive them. Ovia, you're one of them. You are also an elf?